James was walking home from school on a quiet Friday afternoon, excited for the weekend ahead. As he passed his favorite spot near the river, he suddenly heard a loud splash. Curious, he went closer, then froze. A dog was trapped in branches, struggling to stay above the water. Without thinking twice, James jumped in. After several attempts, he pulled the exhausted dog out of the river, but when he set it down, the dog wouldn't move. Strange dark spots covered its belly, marks James had never seen before. Worried, he brought the dog home and tried to clean the stains, but nothing helped. When his parents arrived and saw the sick animal, they were upset he had brought it inside, but when they saw how desperate James was to help, they agreed to take the dog to the vet. The moment the vet examined the dog, his face changed. He said he had never seen anything like these spots and immediately began running tests. The dog had to stay at the clinic. James reluctantly agreed. A few days later, James and his parents were called to the vet's office. When they arrived, they were shocked to see people in protective gear. The vet said the test results showed something serious, and he had to call the police. Before James could understand what was happening, officers arrived and started questioning him. They asked repeatedly where the dog came from, then, unbelievably, took James to the police station for further questioning. Terrified, James tried to explain everything again and again. Finally, the officers told him the truth. Over the past few months, dozens of dogs had been found with the same strange marks. They had been given illegal substances to turn them into fighters. James's dog was the first one found alive. The police needed to track down the criminals behind the dogfighting ring. They fitted the rescued dog with a GPS tracker and released him near the home of their main suspect, Craig "Crazy" Johnson. Soon enough, Johnson appeared, took the dog, and unknowingly led police to several hidden locations. A massive raid followed. 5 sites were hit at once. 56 people were arrested, and 120 abused dogs were rescued and taken to vets for treatment. Thanks to James, the case had finally been cracked. Days later, the police visited James at home with good news. They had caught every person involved, and they brought James a surprise. It was the same dog he had rescued from the river, now healthy and ready to come home with him. James had not only saved one life, he had helped save hundreds.